What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to keep pushing further in the Void campaign bosses. So one thing that a lot of people didn't realize here is the big difficulty of this game mode is the divine power. A lot of you guys might not even know what that is even talking about here. Well, divine power is how we get stronger, but also how we face more difficult enemies. And I'll show you guys exactly what we're talking about, because a lot of people still didn't quite get it even after talking about it the other day. So if we go to the transition temple and you go up here, you'll see divine power gap. Well, guess what? We have a total divine power of zip right now. We don't have any heroes awakened, anything like that. So essentially what this means is the enemies are at divine power 3, and the enemy or whatever hero on the battlefield or whatever side has the more divine power will dominate the other, dealing extra damage and taking less damage. So in these battles that we're facing right here at divine power level 3, that means the enemies are doing 30% more damage and taking 20% less. Now this is the struggle when it comes to the new Void campaign bosses, the Void boss invasion. However, in every old game mode, as we get this power cap, this is where our power goes up for all the old game modes. Now, the big question will be when we face things like maybe potentially newer Aspen dungeon levels, Tower of Dreams, all those things, will they put divine power on the enemies? We don't know, because this is literally the newest game mode and the only game mode that it has it. But let's go through, let's see how far we can actually push this. There's also something else to know here as well, and that is that you cannot reuse these heroes that you're putting in this lineup right here. If you like somehow fail the first attack or something, you do in fact need to worry about that, because well, we want some damage reduction here, because you cannot reuse these heroes again. So let's see how far we can take it here today, but that divine power is a big deal, and we'll be able to pretty much awaken our first hero ever. You'll notice most of the damage that the enemies start doing is counterattack damage, is what it seems. So that's where it's kind of hard to avoid some of this damage. Putting heroes like Elena and Mystic Fairy Freya aren't going to be like the biggest wins, mainly just because, well, luckily we got the high record here. We got the most points, which is really important. We instantly go up to divine power, but that's like dodging will not be a thing. You need healing and such like that. Totally forgot. Don't even have an artifact on him. I feel stupid. And he's set up completely poorly. We probably should go through and check these heroes so I don't mess up some of these attacks. Even you, I think we need to go to that. Honestly, fans might be one of the best things to run here. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Yeah, let me fix this real quick. You get that, you get the fan. I was just literally running these teams with like the completely wrong setups. Oh my goodness. I had everybody set up for other game modes. That's okay though. Yeah, let's just check everybody's stuff real quick. Oh my goodness, this is not the right setups at all. Want damage from you. Honestly, should probably even check yours. Yours looks fine. Precision, armor. Well, actually, no, that's too offensive. My goodness, let's just change everybody around again. We got those heroes. We have Asmodel. Oh god, he just has the wrong thing as well. No wonder our team was literally just melting away right here. Building him a little tanky is not the worst idea. The queen probably has, yeah, not the greatest artifact either. We want her to tank some hits. That should be fine like that. Super tanky, I like it. So we got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's our 6th hero that we're putting in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, that's everybody. That's everybody. Okay, now let's go back into it, because again, I don't want to mess up and fail an attack, because that will put me behind everybody else. Divine power 4, going up to the next difficulty up, and you'll notice as this time goes on, we need to reassign everything every single time, which is so annoying. I hate it, but it is what it is. So we'll get our team back in here. Again, I just really like his core right now, just because it gives damage reduction, and plus it's level 6, so you're also getting holy damage. 6.4% all damage dealt reduction on the enemy. I like those types of things. So let's keep going. Let's see how far. I don't imagine this is going to be very difficult for us overall, but I did hear that as you get closer to level 10, it gets extremely difficult. You can see here already taking tons of damage on our heroes. We're even taunted, which I don't know if that's good or bad. We'll have to see how this plays out. Decent damage so far. Yeah, the boss taunting us is annoying because that means nobody else is taking any damage right now. And you guys can see this might actually take multiple teams of hits here, which is kind of scary. I don't want to get stopped just yet, but this is, even for big spenders, this is going to be a long-term project. We're not just going to run through and crush every single enemy very easily. It's just not going to happen. Oh no, our HHA went down. That's really, really bad for us then. Yeesh. We might need to go back to the drawing board and figure out exactly the types of teams we can do. And as you guys can see, we have a very powerful account, but these enemies are brutal, especially with that taunt. So if maybe we can make it so that we don't get taunted, we'd be in a better spot. However, I mean, she is such a tank. It's ridiculous. And you guys can see the counterattacks every time are pretty brutal. I think we're better off resetting the boss and retrying it with control immunity. Although, I mean, she's putting in some work here. Granted, she's about to, like, lose all her life. She's gonna die to, like, the counter. Well, if she can get to another basic attack. No, it doesn't look like she will. It's too much. Yeah, so basically, we got screwed out right there. We could continue and use more heroes. However, I don't think they're going to be strong enough to do it. Yeah, so yeah, we have to leave. That's sad, but it is the state that we're in, and we're going to have to run some changes here. I think going control immunity on all of our big damage dealers is probably the best pick here. So control immunity on you. Let's change this over to control immunity as well. Who else do we got? Vulcan, we took care of. You, let's actually run Asmodeel's core as well, because that's going to give us even more control immunity potentially. I guess we can take off the armor again, go control immunity. Let's try and see how that works out. We only have one more attempt at it, sadly. But as you guys can see, this does ramp up very, very quickly. There are a bunch of people. Actually, there's not many that have perfected it. It's literally the big hitters: JC, Jesus, Rangaroo. Everybody else is a little bit lower. It probably means even Penny taking more rounds to actually clear it out, and having, because your points depend on how fast you kill the boss too. So let's try this one more time. Let's get our team in here. Granted, we don't have our team set up exactly how I'd want them, honestly, but let's see how this works out. We're going to go with this, and I think we're going to go with Aspens so that everybody gets what? 24% control immunity on top of the 35. Hopefully they don't get taunted. That's the big thing here, is we cannot be taunted. We want to keep him in the back row because we want him to essentially hit the boss, get the boss down as soon as possible. He's the annoyance, so hopefully we don't get taunted. Also wonder if I should be running melodic strings on the Vulcan, but I mean, the damage is just so intense in this battle. I feel like we have to, like, we gotta run some tankiness too. If you're not running tankiness, we're just like immediately dead. So we're essentially running a golden crown and everything, and a fan over here. Please get to an active. Good lord, he might die before that even happens. No! If our Vulcan doesn't get to hit, we're screwed. Oh, and he got taunted. That's horrible. I need Vulcan to hit everybody, not just the boss. Oh, he is getting a decent shield built up. Oh, and as you guys can see, this boss is intense. We did get some healing here. Honestly, we might need to rebuild a Vesa up, because it does seem like healing is something we do lack on this. Oh, this is so sketchy. I don't even know if we're going to be able to kill this wave. Hopefully we can, because I really want those extra rewards. Kill that boss off. Somebody, please, kill the boss. Yes, okay. There's just the little guys left. A lot of them are feared. If Vulcan can get to another untaunted active, I think we're okay. Okay, I think now we get to go, right? Just don't die before you get to attack. Okay, big AoE damage from Vulcan. That's what we like to see. We have some heroes like, I feel like Elena might be able, or not Elena, Natalia can finish this out. It just, our score is going to depend on how quickly we kill these enemies now. I don't know if we're going to be at the top of the list. And beyond that, we're going to not be able to attempt the next boss like some people have as well, which is really sad. But I mean, like I said, this is going to be a slow grind even for the big whales, because the megalodons are like, they're still getting perfect score, but Vulcan has a huge active coming right here because he's got his little radiance going on around him. Not like we even need to. Okay, so we did get the kill. That's good. That actually puts us where? Yeah, puts us at, that's pretty much what I think what most people, wow, actually not even. That should put us at rank 32 among all players right now. I mean, heck, even Rex is here. So, yeah, Divine Power 4, it's no joke. You're getting these one-time rewards, which does mean we can now come into our hero. I think Vulcan's going to be the first one I do this with. We're going to basically be cashing these in, 5 of them right now. That way we can activate this because it costs 5 and all that, and we can now start rising. It does look like there's a reset button. All materials we return after regression. 10 soul symbols. What? Wait. Where's the reset button here? Are you kidding me? There's a reset. Oh my god, that's so stupid. There's no reset button for Tristo, but now you can reset this, so that's interesting. All right, Destiny Rise. This is where we're gonna have to rise these heroes up. We're getting a lot of stats here as well. Taking not too many resources, but you can see the amount of fixed attack, HP, and percentages we are getting. We're raising one hero at a time right now. And actually, this kind of brings up a good question. So he's transition level 100. Okay, so once you get to 100, this is when you can raise your hero even further, and it unlocks some other things. So right now, we can only do another 2. But you can see the amount of stats we just gained. It's fixed mainly, but you do get some percentage bonuses too. And right now, all we get is this guy right here, essentially. So you only get the bottom node, and of course, you get the normal version of this. Consume 3 layers to increase the damage reduction and attack of front row heroes by 8%, and the back heroes by 50% of the same buff. 2 rounds, flying power cannot be increased. So it doesn't really do much yet until you unlock things like the top one up here. So that is the system so far. We've raised our hero up a bit, and this is going to take quite a while. This is going to take quite a bit. So he's origin level 100. Does it change anything on the front card here? He's got the star now, so we have our first shiny star. First rainbow star. Does that increase his levels at all? No, it doesn't. Okay, well, we're gonna have to see how this plays out. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.